Hey everybody, how's it going? Koki here, coming with a new series Farming Sim. I've been playing this map for a while. However, I've been wanting to actually do a recording with it, and now I think it's the time. We're going into March 1st, so springtime, for another season. I put seasons on as well. So yeah, we're gonna go basically from there and just kind of see what happens. I do have a crop being grown right now, so I'm hoping it doesn't interfere too much. But we're gonna do about hour increment episodes, so I'm gonna kind of keep a timer here going just to kind of show how long we've been going, and essentially just kind of wrap it up and tidy it up in little, probably 45 minutes to an hour. Kind of go from there. So as you can tell right now, it's snowing. We're at the end of February. I have 3-day increments on for the time, so we're actually going to. Do I want to? I think I want to sleep. So we've got corn growing right now, and it's been growing for a couple days. Days, months in game. However, you know how it works. So we're gonna see if it survives. Technically, if we look at the map here, corn starts getting planted in April, and it's gonna be March. So we're gonna be a month ahead. So technically, we shouldn't be able to harvest it until October. So I'm hoping it doesn't screw up. But if it does. It does. I wanted to play with seasons and actually do recordings with it just to kind of show it. It is a good concept. I like it. Could be refined just a little bit. I'm not sure what could be refined with it, but you know, we'll just kind of go with it for now and just kind of see how everything breaks down. So we're gonna sleep until probably I'd say 6. This will give us kind of a rough estimation on if our crops are going to survive. Because it's the only crop I have growing. So yeah, we're still technically cross ground. So I'm hoping it was 3 of 6 last time. Okay, so it's still 3 of 6 for growth stage. So that might just kind of auto adjust, I hope. Anyway, since I've been playing this, I streamed this once, I believe, once or twice. And I didn't have much, but now I actually do have quite a bit of farming equipment. So I've got 2 combines, 2 harvesters, basically. I've got a potato harvester. We've got a sprayer. We've got 2 grain headers. We've technically got 2 corn sunflower headers. One's bigger, one's smaller. So we have equipment, essentially. And I've been buying up tractors whenever I can. Nothing's actually really mine. Other than, I think this class 1 that we have. Yeah, we're still paying on it, so it's like 80,000. I don't want to purchase it yet, and I also have a debt right now of 140,000. We'll probably pay that off today on this episode, I would think, because we can pay it off right now. We'll be poor essentially. So yeah, I'm gonna go just kind of fast forward again because I just wanted to see if everything would be fine going into March, and it does seem like it will. So we're gonna wait. If I do this, I'm just gonna fast forward time. I'm not gonna do this often, but I just kind of want to get into the sunshine. So probably about 7, I'd say. Okay, we'll go 7, and we're doing ×5 for the time variance, just because I feel like that's kind of a good medium. I want to maybe go to 3 or 4 if I can sometime. Just because sometimes I feel like, especially with seasons, because everything's going to be like bam, 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 bam. It's going to be so quick. And I do play with mods on this. Nothing too extravagant, I should say. Like, I have a few tractors on. For some reason, actually, where is it? I'm going to tab into it because for some reason, I'll know where it is. This one. This one I cannot find on map. See, here's my character, but the tractor's not there. And I think it's the mod, so it doesn't recognize it as a tractor, because I've got the Arion 610 for the class there, and then we have a Fent, and then a class, and then we have the Axle Flow case, and then another John Deere. So I have everything I can jump into. Even this one's a mod technically, but I can jump into it. So for some reason, this one, oh, now it wants to show. But if I jump out of it, it's not going to show. See? So it's technically not there on the map, which is extremely weird. However, We started seasons. It's March now. It's springtime technically. We've still got frost on the ground. I have pigs. I've had pigs for a while actually, and looking after these guys is not as hard as you think. You just got to balance everything perfectly. So they probably use a little bit more base food, and they're at their reproduction rate of 50%. But they're all brand new pigs. I bought them. I think at 6. I didn't buy them. No. I bought them brand new. I didn't buy them at 6 months because if I did, technically their breeding would have been up by now. So with that being said, let's jump into some contracts. I don't know quite what we have. Like this one right here. This will be nice. This will be a nice contract just to get into. Probably going to jump into... Where is everything? Where are all my tractors over here? They used to be parked on this field, but obviously now I'm growing corn. I used to park them in behind the pig pen, and now they're just kind of scattered everywhere. So let's go grab one. I'll probably do the fen because that's the one closest to the cultivator. So we're going to back up here, pick up our cultivator. If I can get my fingers on the right keys. I switch keyboards and I'm trying to essentially use this one. There we go. So field 39, I believe, is to our back right. So normally when I'm not streaming or recording, I'll just kind of drive like a maniac through fields and whatnot just to get there quicker. But while I record or stream, I'll actually take roads or back roads just to kind of get a rough estimation of where I should go, rather than driving through somebody's field. Because there is a mod that you can get actually that when you destroy the people's crops, you get hit for it. If you drive over your own without the proper wheels or treads, you're going to kill your crop. But for some reason, without a mod, you can't destroy crops. Because, I mean, I'll just kind of do it right here. Well, I mean, this isn't crop, I guess. This is technically crop, but, you know, driving through it, nothing's happening. I'm not losing money. So yeah, it's weird. And even when I actually drive any type of machinery with any type of attachments, I try and be as precise as possible. Just because, yeah, it's a game and you know what, it's a simulation. You can do whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. But I like to, you know, kind of immerse myself in this. Like right now I could unfold my cultivator, right? It's going to go into field 30 or 43. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to turn into the field a little bit. I gotta remember that the treads usually sometimes catch the axis of that, so that's something we want to do. So now we're actually just gonna hold it down. I don't need to look behind because I've put enough hours in this game. I kind of know where I need to be, which my friends think is crazy. But I've put that much time into it, but we should be pretty close. Almost spot on. I'd say we're like probably a blade off, a blade or two. So there's one. So we're off a little bit. Not horrible. But yeah. Anyway, that's as close as you can get without actually, you know, being perfect. I could kind of adjust sideways for it, but I really don't want to. So as this is going, obviously we're only going 12 kilometers per hour. We're going to take a look and see what else is for contracts. Oh my God, we've got fertilizing, so much of it. So we're going to take everything we can get because this is great money. And if anybody says anything about mods, I actually have it. My rewards turn down 10%. So I lose 10% of what I get. Mow and baler rewards, I have it down 10% as well because technically you get mowing contracts are just insane. Least cost, I have the highest possibility as well. So that way, you know, kind of stops me from wanting to lease it. Now, delivery for harvest and baling, I have down just because I want to keep product. I don't normally sell it. I just keep it mainly for animals. And that's what I've been doing the last couple years in this game, technically, because I've got over 100 hours in this map anyway. I wanted to get to a point where it just wouldn't be boring. Actually, turn here so we can cut the head a little bit. I didn't want it to be boring when I was playing. So if I was going to do any recording, I wanted to make sure I had stuff. I had like cash flow and anything like that. So we're just going to continue on here. So we accept some fertilizing. I can get some helpers to help me, but I need to hook up the spreaders. I have enough tractors to put everything around, except for that little small class, because that ain't gonna pull nothing. And I've tried. And that thing just kind of flopped when I put a bunch of fertilizer in because it can't hold it. And this is also one of those things where, yeah, you can keep kind of going. How close am I? I mean, I should be able to finish it off almost. Okay, so I don't want to drive on his field. I got like a couple inches, but yet there's still a little bit left, right? So normally you'd go, you wouldn't care. But at the same time, I'm going to treat this as if it's kind of real life, even though it's not, and I don't want to destroy somebody else's field. So we're just going to kind of back up. We're going to reposition. And like I said, I played this enough that I know exactly where I kind of need to be. Using a different tractor sometimes makes a difference. I'm having trouble right now. Sometimes I get my backup and my going forward mixed up a little bit. So we might just miss this. It's going to be close. Close enough. Actually, I think it's like spot on almost. And a nice little tip and trick here for anybody that hasn't played farming sim before and you want to get into it and you want to drive as straight as possible. In the mini map down here, you have 3 coordinates. You have a degree, you have basically your kind of length and height. So you want to try and match up. Most fields are going to be straight on, so it's usually like 180, 90, 275, and then you find the 180 of that basically, and you'll be good. So when we're coming back this way, it's going to be 0. So we're going, what are we going now? So where's north on this thing? I think north is, so we're going south, north is behind us. So it's basically a 180. And it's the same as if you're going left or right, you just kind of find that pivot of where everything is actually. Now we'll just kind of unhook. Untraditionally shouldn't. So if you want to go east to west kind of thing, so it's going to be 90. So this would be straight on. So, and like it literally goes right down to the actual like, degree. So you'd be driving this way, you're going straight on. If you want to go the other way, you're flipping, then you're going about 270. It'll jump between like 279 point something to like 270.2, 0.3. Just keep it as even as possible. And there are some fields where you'll be going maybe like 135, 130. Just depends on the field. Usually some are like 125. I know field 25, for instance, I think when you're going one way, I believe I think it's 176 or 167.5 going this way. So this field right here. Right, there it is. So this one right here. So it's kind of an off angle. Normally what you would do is you go like left or right, straight, straight, straight. But if you want, you can actually fine tune it to actually get it perfect. And then when you're coming back the other way, like I said, you just have to do the 180 of that. I'm just going to pull a full circle right there. So why not? Yeah, traditionally you'd probably pick up your plow or your cultivator, your machinery before you just kind of unexpectedly drop it. And normally what I found too playing, if you do go like, let's say 178 or 179, it's not going to make a difference. You're slowly going to turn, like it's going to take a while. But if you're trying to keep straight lines and if you're, for instance, harvesting, you'll notice it. Because then you'll start seeing like little sections to the left or right wherever you're harvesting from. And you'll be like, I went straight for that, I swear. And then you look at, you know, your degrees and you're like 5 or 6 off, and that's why. Because I believe this one normally, especially for a plow, if you don't have a heavy enough tractor, have a weight on the front, because if not, you will start to go side to side with the plow basically because it's digging into the ground and pulling, and it's also pulling you right. So plowing is not my favorite thing to do sometimes, just because it gets so tedious to try and keep the straight line. So I do have a mod on that gives me a big plow. It's well, I shouldn't say it's probably untraditional, because I'm sure it exists out there. But normally, you know, the plows only go like 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 6. I think the highest might be 8, like 8 point something. But this one literally is like 30 meters. It's probably about twice the size of this one. So just think like you see this and it probably goes out probably another couple meters, You know, I can just show. Why explain when I can show? I think I have enough time. So plows. So yeah, traditionally You've got 1.2, 2.5, 3.5, 4.9, 6, 6, 20. Oh, yeah, 22 and 26. So, yeah, those things are massive. And they're great. Don't get me wrong. They're great. They're expensive. They're about as expensive as the highest one you can get, which I think is like 8 or whatever. But I don't like using them. I did at first, but then once you play this game enough, you kind of slide into the like, look at that. I'm not perfect. I'm probably about a meter off, maybe a meter or two off, but that's pretty good from just playing. That goes back to, you know, the amount of time I put into this game. Going back to what I said though, when you play this enough, you tend to learn to like certain things. So I don't mind plowing now because I think I leased out a 2.5 and I have a 1.5 or vice versa. So I'm leasing this one. Say I have a 2.5 and then I have a 1.5. And I did a couple fields the other day with it, and it's just satisfying because you learn to be precise with it. You know how to cut your lines straight. You don't have to worry about too much about anything kind of fetching up. The higher you go with meters, the more your tractor's going to sway if it's not heavy enough. I did find that. And if you have AI do it, they don't know how to drive straight. You're going to have little sections here and there just going down the field, and they're going to miss it. So I think there is something in this game actually that you can put down. It's like a little like a hut that you put down, and it makes them more accurate, I guess, if you want to say it. But I don't think it's a mod. I think it's actually part of it, part of the game anyway. So, and with this a series kind of coming, like look at this. I think 3.5 is pretty much spot on because we shouldn't deviate too much. But with the series coming out, I'm also playing this a lot because I'm waiting for 25, Farming Simulator 25. I'm waiting for it for probably about 2 years now. I'm excited to see what they're going to do differently anyway, because 22 was fantastic. I think I played 19 and 17 before that. And even then I did enjoy those quite a bit. So I've got about almost 1,300 hours in this game. So I do enjoy it. And I don't want to stream this technically because it's not a game everybody likes to watch. And my channel is more geared towards like kind of everything. But if I can pop these up on YouTube and, you know, get views and whatnot through that, that's fine. But there is a niche market for this for people to watch. Like, look at that. I'm always a bit of meter off, I'd say. But eventually I'll just kind of start. I don't really care because I'm covering the majority of the field that I'm doing. But yeah, I probably will stream this once in a while. We'll see how everything goes anyway. I think I dress my mouth because I love this. Can't listen to the music to the radio because technically it's a DCMA thing and I don't want to get hit with strikes. So if you ever see me bobbing my head in any videos or anything like that, I do have music on through Spotify, probably muted out from the stream into a recording. So that way, you know, because what am I at now? About 18 minutes. And I have no music on. I'm just basically talking, kind of giving an introduction to Kokoki Realms, by the way, or Kokoki Realms now. And Realm Industries, I think it's what it's called. It's been a while since I looked at the farm itself. What are we? Yeah, we're Realm Industries, and then we have DLD Limited. That is my friend Damien / moderator for my channels. He was playing, and then he kind of went off to do his own thing, unfortunately, and he's the same as me. He's waiting for 25. However, I'm playing 22 right now. So I do enjoy it. And look at the train go by. It's such a peaceful thing to see. I'm gonna miss this map when I stop playing it. The Elm Creek has been good. Okay, so now normally what I like to do is just kind of cut the speed down, and then as soon as we finish, we lift, and then I believe I can make this turn without fetching up too badly. And we kind of just drop the cultivator again, and we're back on track. And that should be spot on. We might miss a bit. Looks like we're going good. I'm fine with that. So, and the other reason I'm also doing these recordings with stuff like this as well, because technically this is farming sim. You're going to be cultivating, you're going to be plowing, you're going to be seeding, you know, you're going to be fertilizing, which I should technically get that to do, but I'll probably wait until the end of this contract. Because unfortunately, I can't get my helpers to go pick up the tools and then do it. They have to have the tools assigned to the tractor, and then they'll go do the job. So I could be making money right now while losing money, obviously, because I got to pay them. But yeah, we'll wait until we're pretty much done. And I'd say we're about 48% of the way done, roughly around there, maybe. How close am I? 47%. Like, that's how much I've played this game. You just know at this point. Yeah, okay, now we're starting to miss a little, and we're actually at 35.9. 35.9, 359.9. Wow. That would be 35. Yeah, it'd be 30. Yeah, whatever. So we are technically still going straight on, but it's just off by like a fraction. And the great thing about this game too is this isn't a mod itself. This is built into the game. You only normally have to do like 90% of the field before you can actually, you know, finish it. It'll come up here, it'll be like field 39 complete, and I'll still have a couple rows to do. I don't normally finish them because there's no reason to. If the farmer I'm working for is happy, I'm happy. We'll kind of just go with that. So we'll just wait until we get to the edge here. The right-hand side's already going to be done, but it's okay. I'm kind of curious of why I missed that string. Okay, so we're going to kind of come in here on an angle, drop the cultivator, and then even it out. There we go. The one thing I like about cultivating too is you don't see the lines. It's just the animation's all the same. So it's just kind of, I mean, it's digging into the ground, obviously, but as you can tell, there's no lines. It's just all flat in a sense. Like there's no ridges or anything like that. It's just literally, if you plow, you have like, you know, your blades. This one, it doesn't. It's just textured, I guess. I don't even know the word for it. Like it's in my head, but I can't think of it. But anyway, that's why normally I don't mind kind of doing a circle, because I could literally do a circle right now. It'll be the exact same. If I do a circle with a plow, you're going to see like indentations all around in a circle, so it's going to be weird. Eventually I'll explain that in another video if I'm plowing something. But I can see right about up here. I wish I could point to it, but I can't. So we'll kind of maybe get the right to the top right where the money is. That's where we started to drift off. So that means we're spot on here. We're not going to be here in a sec. So here it comes. That little weed right at the end. We're passing it by, and now we're going to be off a little bit. Not by much, just a smidgen. But yeah, it's weird how I missed that one line. I hate when it does that. But it also kind of depends where you start the line too. So if you're off just a little bit, even if you're going straight, you're still going to kind of pull the left or right just a bit. So it's the engine for that is just kind of off sometimes. Hence the reason why a lot of AI, your helpers, tend to not do such a good job. But hopefully that's a thing that's fixed in 25. So here's hoping. If not, well, nah, we live and learn. And then, oh. Yeah, that'll bug me. Oh, we got it. Never mind. I thought there was a piece that we missed. Oh. Oh, we're fetched up. We're fetched up. We're dragging. Normally doing that, I'm pretty sure you'd probably break it. Because I don't think this one rubs up against the tire as much as the other ones. But I feel like in real life, if you have that into the ground and your tractor's turning at the same time, you're probably going to bend the steel. Like, it's probably going to happen. Or you're going to bust a shred or a tire, so I try and do the best I possibly can without damaging anything. Obviously, you can't break anything in this game. You can't really break axles or anything, or treads, or tires, or pop them. Your tractors wear down, they get dirty, and that's it. So maybe in the next game, if you like hit something at full speed, it'll like destroy your engine and your tractor's dead. Who knows? I know an American Trucking Simulator, which is another simulation game that I'll probably put on the channel, that if you hit anything at full speed and you hit it hard enough, your truck's going to die. And then you got to get it towed somewhere to be fixed, and that gets pricey. Not to mention you gotta follow the lights, you gotta follow the traffic signs, you can't hit other cars. I don't think you can hit pedestrians, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, you can get traffic infractions a lot in that game. I've gotten them where I'm Canadian, obviously. Everybody should have been on my channel's Canadian, I'm Canadian, this, that, everything. There are certain parts of my city that we can turn right on a red light. That's just the gist of it. You can turn right on a red light as long as it's clear. That's probably most around the world. However, I've done that in American Trucking Simulator where I've turned right on a light and completely forgot that there's a sign in front of me saying, you can't turn right. So I get dinged with a fine. It's just one of those things, it's like, I didn't pay attention. But if I do play those games, I'll probably have my steering wheel set up. I'll be back a little bit. I'll have the steering wheel right, but probably here. I have a... Oh, no. Sorry. Is that broken? Ooh, that's not good. Sorry, I have a USB dongle for my webcam, and it's kind of... Not sure if you can see it, but it's kind of bent. Which is not a good thing. I don't think it's broken. Anyway, back to that, because that did randomly like cross my mind. It's on my desk, and my desk is obviously flat, and the USB head is not. But I have a oh my god, brain fart. It's not a stick shift. It's more for combat fighting, like flying plants and stuff like that. Joystick that I'll use to, like, if I do manual transmissions and stuff like that. I'll use that. I'll use it in Farming Sim for the for basically hauling wood or logs or anything like that, because it makes it a little bit easier. Well, what a distraction that was, eh? Yeah, typical Canadian. Yeah, that is bent. Because I have a USB dock that I use for a switch to go between my streaming PC and my gaming PC, and I guess it must have bent when it was in that. So that's not good. That's costly. Oh my god, my keyboard, my new one. I need to get used to it. I keep hitting Q, which I've noticed in this. So be driving with a trailer, I'm like, where the heck is my trailer at? I'll look on the map, it's somewhere over at like field 10. I'm like, I haven't been over there in a while. Or missing a line, but whatever. But yeah, I don't know what it is. The keyboard's the exact same as my other one. And brand new one, not, but like same layout. Yeah, for some reason my hand will go on caps, A, Q, and tab, opposed to W, A, S, and D sometimes. So if I'm randomly screwing up in the game, it's not on purpose, I swear. It's just kind of, oops. And now we're straightened out again. Okay. So fun fact about Farming Sim, obviously you can't harvest in the rain unless it is beetroot and or potato. Because anything else, your quality diminishes when you harvest wet harvest. Or wet wheat or barley or what have you. I did that one time with a cotton contract. I don't think I had to pay out of pocket, but I didn't get as much of a reward because of not fully getting everything properly. So that kind of sucked. So hopefully if I do harvest in the rain, I'll remember that. But I wasn't doing it. I had the AI doing it, and I was doing other things. I'm like, wait a minute, like it's raining. And by the time I realized how bad it was, they were almost on the field. So I had to stop them. The fun perks of the game. And also I play on hard mode, which is essentially just, you know, pricing's different. Ooh, my tractor, I must have it on cruise control 3. Oops. Yeah, I play on hard difficulty. Just because I want higher price, or I want lower prices for like product and whatnot, and make it just a little bit more competitive for myself. If you've watched my channel or my streams, I don't do anything easy usually. If I do, it's because I'm just want to relax and chill. Normally, if not, I'm working hard to get things done, without going the easy route. So yeah. Like, for instance, driving in this, if I wanted to, and I had to get across to another location, I would drive across the highway, drive across fields, wouldn't even care. But I like to play it as if it's real, and we take roads in this game. We take roads, we don't hit people. We sometimes drive over cars if they drive us nuts, because the AI traffic in this game is just horrid. It's always been that way. So, if you ever see me looking to the left, by the way, I'm looking at the time just to make sure I don't go over an hour, so that I can actually stop these recordings. And I'm really trying to watch my tongue. Because whereas I'm playing by myself, I'm not playing with other friends, I'm not playing competitively or anything like that. So normally, if you've watched my stream on Twitch, I'm not a PG channel. However, for Farming Simulator, I'm going to try my best. Nothing really scares me in this game except for the one time KD, bless her, somehow scared the heck out of me in this game. It was nighttime, I was running through fields with the flashlight, I was looking for the collectibles, and she hit me with a scare on my channel. And somehow got me to jump. To this day, still funny. We're gonna miss that side. No, we're pretty much even. Nah. The only time I've ever actually gotten scared in this game. But I'm recording so nobody can scare me, other than myself. So if I jump, it's on my own. So we're almost on this. We're at 90%. We're probably like 93 now, I imagine. Maybe even higher. Oh, we're done. It must have just completed as we went in. Yep. Oh. Sorry, my cat sees a bug in my room. So she's in hunting mode now. So if you see her randomly run across the table or the desk, that's not part of the show, folks. Okay, so let's finish this contract. Complete. There's $6,000 pretty much. So we're gonna go this way because I think no, it's the one between 41 and 42. There is a bridge that gaps between my field and their field. Oh, no, I guess I can go between 51 and 50, I guess. Because in the instance how I said I don't like to drive across fields, I'm not going to turn right to go down the driveway to get to that road right there. We're just going to go for it. He's got a lawn. He's also got a farm. He's got to understand that sometimes you're going to have to travel across your own land. Eventually I'm going to buy 50 and 51, 53, 54. I have a method to my madness for this game. My end goal game for kind of this series, I guess, and for playing this map in general, which I'll probably hopefully do before November when the next one comes out, is I'm going to own most of this map. But that takes a lot of money. And I said at the beginning, we're probably going to pay off that loan. I want to make sure I have about, let's say 240,000, I think it is. Or I want to get 240,000 so that way we can pay back 140,000 and still have 100,000, which by me is fine. So we're going to try and back this up without looking. I think yeah, we just pretty much got to back up straight. So we're going to kind of keep that. Nope, that ain't going to work. We're going to kind of keep that in the right mirror. There is a weeder that we're going to try and keep in the rear view. Or the side mirrors, I guess, not the rear view. That's one thing I've played about this game, is trying to be as authentic as possible by actually backing up with the mirrors rather than being like, hey, yeah, I'm playing this game. Yeah, I'm fantastic. I mean, I'm way off, but, you know, most people would be like, yeah, okay, gotta back this up. Yeah, let's go third person. Perfect. Yeah, this is awesome. And it's like, oh, perfect, we got it. I personally like cab view. I've trained myself to be in cab view. And yeah, I technically did kind of cheated there, but yeah, that's what most people probably play this game as. I don't. I prefer cab view. I prefer using my mirrors. I prefer looking around with, like, you know, hey, actually turn your neck. I don't want to be like, hey, I'm driving, and all of a sudden, you know, I'm, you know, the being from the Antichrist movies where I can like swivel my head 360 degrees. Obviously, you're only going to be able to turn like this much, maybe a little bit more. normally you're not going to go like 180 and then back to back to 360. So, you know, try and keep it as realistic as possible, even though it's, you know, a game, obviously, and, you know, it's not real. But damn it, it's real to me. I just enjoy it. So I try and keep things as authentic as possible, especially for simulation games, just because I feel that's what they should be like. You know, you should treat them with a little bit of realism, not much, but just a tad. Now I'm getting on tangents and I don't like it, so we're just gonna zip that one for now and, you know, continue another day. I hope this is still growing. It says it is, but we'll find out, because technically we're in the planting season, so I don't know. Okay, we're gonna get big boy here. I'm so used to driving across the field, but now that I have corn there, I kind of gotta be kind of careful. I don't like how they don't have the objects may appear closer in the mirror. I feel like that needs to be a thing, so that way I can stop thinking I'm about to hit something. Yeah, this is probably my favorite tractor so far I've picked up. She a big boy. So a hint on playing this game when you're backing up. The one where it says GAR, top right of the tractor, that is technically your review for this tractor. So you want to try and keep this in line as much as possible. And then when you're backing up, you kind of want to keep anything. Go get it. Sorry, there's a moth that just literally flew by my camera. It might have been seen. You want to try and keep whatever equipment you're picking up kind of in frame, if that makes sense, kind of in between both mirrors, because I know I'm getting close. There we go. That's close enough. Okay, so we got 2,045 liters of stuffs. So this one's a mod that I use. However, it's technically not cheat, or I wouldn't even say cheating. It's basically, was it shift alt? I think, yeah. So it's a store, essentially. You have to pay for delivery. So technically, yeah, I'm doing it, but I'm also paying. Hey, look, it's that tractor I have. That doesn't show up on the map. Yeah, you pay for delivery. Sorry, I got sidetracked. So you're technically kind of losing it a little bit. So I'm probably going to deliver 4. So it's going to be $9,000 pretty much, or 7,000. So yeah, that sucks to buy, but as you I figured out, you're fast enough. So I have a delivery of 2.5%. So it was cost me almost $200 to buy that. So rather than going to the store, I kind of I'm going to cheat it a little bit, but you know, I still got to pay a premium. Okay, so that's, I keep forgetting that fertilizer is 1,000 and lime is 2. Come on, fill up. So we'll put this one at 3,000, then we'll set him off on a job. Then I can do other things because we got about 20 minutes of the episode left that we can do. So hopefully it doesn't get stupid. Hi, moth. And it went right, yeah, it's going right to my ring light. I'm trying to record here. Jeez, no respect from the moth. So let's see here. So 42 is close, 40 is close, 54 is really close. I could technically do these myself, but I don't want to. So we're going to create a job, do field work. We're going to have them go here, here, and we're starting the job. And we're going to, I can't teleport there? Can I not? Oh, visit, perfect. And then when you run and reset that, obviously, it's just, there, reset. That way, if you buy something or do something and you don't reset it, it's kind of a pain, because then you have a big old tractor in the middle of your field. That's, whoops. Okay. Okay. Enough tangents. There's been enough of them so far. So we're creating a job. We have field work. We're going to have you do 54. Oops, gotta get out. No. Oh god, get out. You know, you can pick it up while you're driving now. You don't have to drive with it down. Just saying. Sarah has stopped work because it... Like heck, there's no field. Work. What do you mean there's no... It's literally right in front of us. You don't have access to this land. Yes, I do. Okay, I was gonna say. I'm like, is it spraying out? Oh yeah, because it's low. Yeah, that confused me, I'm not gonna lie. So I only have 2 fertilizers. So what else can we do? Well, while they're doing that. So we got some fertilization, we've done some cultivating. Baling is back. Baling is fantastic way to make money, but my god, it takes forever sometimes. So we're not going to do that. So fertilizing will take 30, and then we might do the rest of the contracts. The mod that I have on right now, you'll see actually, is nice because let's see if there's a decent one here. So sowing, for instance. So if I had this off, I'll field 39. I gotta sow it with some sugar beet, boom, it's $9,200. That's what you get. However, what you don't realize is you gotta pay the cost of material, and it also tells you the leasing cost of $2,000. I mean, I think it tells you the leasing cost anyway. Yeah, it does. So yeah, but it doesn't tell you the cost of material. So you're really not making $9,000. You're making $9,000 minus 2, which is about 7. And then you got to spend about $1,500 on that. $1,500 on that. So you're probably coming over like $6,500, which is still good. I don't want to do that. I did that in potato once, and I lost out probably like $15,000, and I had to wait for it to grow. In which then I took the potato contract, harvested it, which took 3 days in real life, about probably 2 or 3 hours playing each. So it probably took me about 6 hours to do. It took a long time. There's a reason why these aren't accurate at all. Because I'm pretty sure there is a field. Yeah, right here. So this says it takes 20 minutes. This is going to probably take about 2 hours. And field 29 is small. Field 29 is right here. But then you got to think, you got to drive it. You got to put it down. You got to dig it. You got to do head rows basically to make sure you can turn easier. Then you got to fill the trailers. You got to deliver the trailers. And you got to keep going. So 20 minutes turns into like an hour and a half, which ain't fun. Not by any means. You done yet? 54? I think, okay, he just finished. Did they finish the fields? I don't think they did. Oh, she did. Nice. There's $700 right there. I hate that. Anytime an AI worker stops, they just basically shut the tractor off, which is good because it's not wasting your gas, I guess. But yeah, kind of a pain when you want to keep driving and it's just like, oh, I gotta turn on the engine. However, if you're in the tractor when they stop, the engine stays on. I'm just gonna do this field. Now, theoretically, technically, oops, that's not good. Theoretically, you should be doing this with narrow, probably treads. I don't have narrow treads, so that's why I kind of like doing contracts, because the AI doesn't care, like the farmers. It's technically, if I get out right now, it should say narrow track or tires only. This big boy don't have narrow tires or treads. So kind of a thing they might fix in 25, I hope. That'd be nice. Like, you know, that way it should be in the next one that if you use something that is heavier and has treads that are too big for doing anything, you should one either be penalized for it and have to pay it back, or, you know, it just takes it out of your contract fee. So technically, yeah, you should be using small treads. Because on your field, you have to. On somebody else's, you don't. Whoa, what am I doing? Not 260, it's 270. Oops. Well, still straight on, so we're good. He should be finishing that contract up very shortly. So the episode this is going to be is paying off my loan. And then doing some fertilization, I guess. So we did some cultivating, but who likes cultivating? Now, I'm going to do something cheeky here. So we're going to turn that off. I don't like going into other fields when I'm doing this. Or try not to anyway, so we're going to drop that to probably half the field. Maybe another one. There we go. That's perfect. What I mean drop, by the way, is you can do your width. So I'm at 21 meters right now. You can adjust it up to 6 times, I believe. And that's not a mod, that's actually just in-game, so just makes it easier if you have like small little portions like this. Am I gonna have to go and do a little bit more? Okay, good. And that should put it back to full 42. Perfect. There's another field done. It's fantastic. This is the annoying part about doing fertilization at the beginning if you don't have anything, because you have to pay for the contract. Is he not done? 91%. Well, where else we got to go? Field 30, I'm going to send you there. Great job, field work, boom. Go have some fun. Church up. See ya. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. I meant to teleport into my Fent, or my John Deere, but apparently it didn't. Unfortunately, I have to run to this field. Not very far, I guess. So did you not... Why are you in his cotton field? What is wrong with you? How badly did you miss? Legitimately, how badly did you miss? I'm kind of curious. I mean, you came back this way, so obviously you must have done it. Nope, you didn't do it. Why? What? Why were you parked in that side of the field when you have to do this small little... I don't get this. AI is just... I don't get the AI sometimes. Yeah, so I think I'm on the second to last one. So I could probably do one more smaller one. There we go. And just try and line it up perfectly. There. Now we're using the smallest kind of width possible. We're still kind of tossing some away, but it's fine. And look at that, we finished it. So what am I? Oh, that's what I've been playing so much of this that usually the contracts, this one right here, is literally right here. But since I put seasons on, it's taking up a slot. So that means I got to scroll down, which is okay, I guess, but kind of annoying. It's just one of those things. Field 32, we're sending you to do that one because I don't want to do this one. Okay, have fun, bye. I swear. Oh, it's because I'm... Note to self, can't jump into vehicles when you're in the job selection for your workers. Ain't that good to know. Okay, let's see here. This little guy right here is part of a mod. It's kind of a cheeky mod, I guess. Because technically you can do forge contracts, but are there any available right now? They pay a lot, which, yeah, like right here. Like 11 grand to cut field 59, and you deliver 159,000. This tractor can hold up to 60,000. So it's kind of unrealistic in a sense, but I had it on to try it. I'm probably going to get rid of it. I'm only leasing this vehicle. It's like a $200,000 tractor. But the mod also means that I can put a 9-meter header on, and you can make it do 100 meters. So you can literally do a field in one swoop, and you can make the tank hold up to, I think, like 5 million liters. So I don't have that. I have the 60,000, which I guess technically could be legitimate. Could be. I don't know how accurate, but I know what is the most potato one can hold. I think it's like 22,000. Okay, let's check this one. So this one can hold 30,000, and I mean it's about the same size. So maybe 60,000's a little sketch. Okay, this one can hold 45. Okay, yeah. It's kind of legitimate-ish. Not by much, but just ish. Buy, oh, I can't. No, I cannot buy anything. I need to pay back my loan. I cannot buy anything right now. I want to keep expanding my farm equipment, but I need to pay off my loan first. And if I pay off my loan, then I have money. If I keep spending things, then I have to keep owing. Which means let's go look at contracts, because we got about 10 minutes exactly, almost, to do some contracts. We can't do any harvesting, unfortunately. We could do potato and beetroot, like I said. But you can't do any like header contracts. So these are a no-go. 46. Do I want it? How much? So $138. What is this? Sugar beet for $138 for the lease cost. 22,800. We can keep just under 10,000. Or probably about 10,000 actually. But it only pays out $2,500. And it says it'll take 5 minutes. No way. That machine can only hold, I think, 3,000. So if we got to do 22,000, that's what, 7 times, 8 times at most, and then we got the 9 on top. It's a 13. Yeah, no. So we're probably doing what? Say like 33,000 liters. And it only holds 3. It will be doing 10 rows. It's going to take at least an hour. If that. Like, no, I ain't doing it. 46 is literally right here. It's right next door. We can go look at the field, but I'm telling you right now, it's going to take more than 5 minutes, buddy. I don't know what you're smoking in your house, but yeah, this is gonna. So you could probably cut 1, 2 head rows. Screw it, we'll do it. I don't want to. We're not going to finish it within 9 minutes, so we're going to borrow the items. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I have nothing to prove, but we're just gonna do it anyway. We need the one with the SIM. This one. So yeah, I have nothing to prove for this. We're gonna start this. Might finish it off cam. Might finish it on stream or on recording. I'm not sure. But yeah, I have nothing to prove unless this one actually holds more than 3,000, which I highly doubt it does. And I think we got to take it to Feed and Grain South. I think it is. So it looks like. Ooh, backed up a little too fast there. Okay, let's just see how fast this thing fills up. I'm just kind of curious. This is how we're going to end the recording. Is by starting a beetroot contract that pays absolutely nothing to us. Absolutely nothing. I'm not even going to worry about the trailers. I've got my own. We'll do our own. It'll be fine. Yeah, she's got a bug on the floor. But I get distracted by my cat a lot when she's in my office because she loves to, kind of hang around with daddy. I'm streaming and she's got a bug on the floor. It's on its back right now. I think she's probably batted it a few times. She likes to torture bugs. I don't know why. It's just the cat instinct in her, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna turn these on. We're gonna lower them. Kind of gonna go. Then we're gonna see how fast this thing fills up. I was gonna say it's not filling up right now. Okay, and it said 5 minutes. Okay, so we just got here. It's fine. We're at 53 minutes. Let's see how fast we can do this because I can't even finish that row. Because I hit the fence. Unfortunately, I hit the fence. So we're just gonna kind of back up here, hopefully not hit the road. If there's cars coming, they should stop, theoretically. If you're in a farming community, you see a tractor doing its job, please pay attention. Because they will crush you. Literally. Theoretically, I should just take the header and drive over it first. But what's the fun in that? Okay, we're gonna hit the fence again, so we're gonna back up. Normally when I'm backing up, I should lift the header of the back. I just don't want to. Extra work. It's not really extra work, but I'm saying it's extra work. So we're going to just slowly back her up here. And we're kind of off center, but I don't want to adjust. And I also do want to see if we can do this field in 5 minutes. That is literally something we're attempting right now. It's been a minute and a half, just almost. And we haven't even begun to touch it. So I think there's enough room that we can come down this way and actually finish it, but we'll see. There's not enough room for us to turn around yet, so we gotta do one more header, or hit a row at least. Well, sorry, that was a water ball falling on the ground. My bad. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. I know I'm going to try and upload these as just non-edits, so that way it kind of saves me time. So if there's anything random in here, I'm sorry that I didn't edit it out. And if, you know, it is a little shorter and it seems like it's edited, I did the editing. But Farming Sim, I feel like I should be able to just kind of play. I'm sorry. Okay. It came up 72% complete, and I'm like, really? But then I realized it said field 32 and not 46. So yeah. Oh, and this thing's almost full. Okay, so it doesn't hold 3,000, so it holds about 6, I'd say. So this last row should probably be the one that's going to get us full. And then I got to go get a tractor and a trailer. My trailer can hold, I think, one of them can hold 24,000, so we'll grab that one. Actually, I'll probably grab 2 of them I'm talking about. So we're just going to leave that there. Game? Hello? Hello? Game? Uh-oh. We're stuck. No, it's doing that again. For some reason, there's a glitch that occasionally happens. Okay. So we're going to take this small little guy. We got 4 minutes before the end of the recording. So we're gonna attempt it. We might see everybody in the next episode. Who knows? Okay, we want this. We want to dislodge this one. Dislodge is not the right word. Oh no. Ooh, this is gonna be a tight turn. I got 2 trailers on the back of me. Oh, she fetched up. We're jackknifing. Come on. Oh, she's sideways. Oh no. What the heck? Okay, we're good. It jackknifed there for a second. That was extremely rare. That's never happened before. But I don't think I've done that short of a turn. Okay, I don't know where I can park this. I'm gonna have to keep it back here, I guess, because now I'm kind of in the way. Okay, and I'm also kind of rushing to do this contract as well, so turn off, please. Thank you. Pipe out. What side are we going to be? Left? Right. And I'm breaking my neck here because I'm doing what I said I wasn't going to try and do. But yeah, I'm rushing this contract. Perfect. So I think we're done for fertilizing, I want to say. Last 2 get completed. So 32 is done. There's 10 grand almost. And field 30. Are you not done yet? Okay, I gotta get better here. Okay, why would you stop? Literally, there's still a little bit of field to do. Why are you doing this to me? Who did this field? Was it Sarah? It's Franz. I want to know. You're fired. I don't want to use you anymore. You're cutting into my time for beetroot harvesting. Not being very nice. 95% complete. So that means we are 100% complete in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Done. How hard was that? You had 1 job and you failed at it. I'm also going to leave my tractor not running, but I'm going to leave my tractor in your field because I can. Okay, so since I can't really back up there now, we're gonna try and go for this one. So I don't need to worry about the header because we already cut a bunch. So we're kind of just gonna grab what we can and then deal with the consequences after. So we're probably gonna get to the end of this row and then it's gonna be called for the episode, ladies and gentlemen. So appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel, give a like, give a subscribe, give me a comment. Let me know you're enjoying the content. I know it is Farming Simulator, but I enjoy it. There is a niche market out there. I like the game. I've been playing it. I wanted to do recordings for it. So yeah, this will be up shortly, hopefully. But for the time, yeah, I know I don't. Oh, put it back down. I know it's not contract should work. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, we're gonna back up here and then probably end it for now. And like I said, you can do beetroot and potato in rain and it doesn't affect it. At least I don't think it does. Because normally it comes up saying, hey, you can't do this, you shouldn't do this, blah, blah, blah in the rain, it affects your harvest, yada, yada, yada. and it's not doing that. So I've always assumed that you can do beetroot contracts, and if not, I have enough beetroot that if I need to pay back or deliver some extra, we got it covered. It's fine. Everything's fine in this. You know, there's a reason I played a lot of hours into this before I actually started doing recordings and whatnot. So we're good. And for that, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the hour mark. Thanks for watching. I will see everybody again in the next episode. We will probably finish this up in the recording because we took the beetroot contract. We got the fertilizer. We got the fertilizing contract done. So for now, stay cool, stay frosty. I'll see everybody again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Until the next one.